Look at the sheer density and expansion rate of a modern African metropolis. This chart shows Africa's explosive demographic trajectory. The data reveals a rapidly growing youth population intersecting directly with a booming middle class, creating a massive, immediate demand for places to live and work. Figuring out how to physically build and allocate housing for this specific demographic surge is the primary infrastructural challenge of the continent's century. But down at street level, the traditional real estate market operates through a highly rigid, analog system. The primary barrier is financial friction. Landlords often require a full year's rent, sometimes two, paid entirely upfront before a tenant can receive the keys. Add in exorbitant legal fees, aggressive cuts from physical brokers, and a baseline lack of trust, and the entire transaction process grinds to a halt. This rigid structure acts as a severe bottleneck, locking a growing middle class out of the housing market because they cannot front massive cash sums. To bypass these physical bottlenecks, the market is building a digital tech stack, and the very first layer is discovery. Instead of walking through neighborhoods to find to-let signs or relying on informal, hyperlocal networks, property hunting has moved to centralized online aggregators. Platforms like the Nigeria Property Center now handle over 1.25 million site visits every single month. By pulling unverified, scattered offline listings into one place, these sites create a frictionless, instantly searchable database for anyone with a smartphone. Moving discovery online is a crucial base layer, but clicking search doesn't solve the core problem of a landlord demanding 12 months of rent in cash. That requires the second layer of the stack, PropTech. PropTech refers to software and digital platforms designed to streamline and overhaul the real estate industry. Startups like Nigeria's Rent Small Small act as digital trust brokers. They verify the financial history of tenants to reassure property owners, while simultaneously guaranteeing that landlords actually receive their income. With trust established, the platform breaks down massive traditional annual leases into flexible, manageable monthly payments. These pieces stack into a rising line graph showing financial growth. Rent Small Small has saved tenants roughly $3 million in legal and agency fees. By cutting out the middlemen and their rigid rules, PropTech turns housing from a massive lump sum luxury purchase into a highly accessible, flexible service. But there is still one final point of friction to clear: the slow, manual communication loop between human real estate agents and prospective renters. The top layer of the stack solves this through conversational commerce, leveraging the WhatsApp Business API. An API is a software bridge that allows two different applications to talk to each other, in this case, connecting a real estate database directly to a messaging app. Real estate agencies are deploying WhatsApp chatbots to automate property searches. A user texts their preferred location and price range, and the bot instantly returns matching properties. This conversion funnel shows the resulting efficiency. When the Centaline Property Agency integrated this system, 57% of their new leads began entering directly through WhatsApp, which drove a 27% boost in actual sales conversions. This final layer essentially automates the traditional real estate agent, removing the last point of human friction in the transaction pipeline. Compare the old physical reality of paper contracts and cash deposits against the seamless flow from online discovery to flexible digital payment. Economists call this leapfrogging. Rather than slowly building out the analog real estate infrastructure that defined the 20th century in the West, emerging markets are skipping it entirely. This combination of digital search, flexible financing, and automated lead generation serves as the primary operating system for the housing market. Where traditional brokerages require decades of physical expansion to cover a region, these digital layers deploy across a new city in weeks. By converting millions of individual property searches into standardized digital transactions, these platforms provide the logistical backbone for Africa's urban expansion.